guys, welcome back to my channel. So as it's Halloween, I thought I would make a little pumpkin soup and show you guys how easy it is. No one wants waste these days, and obviously we're all carving pumpkins and putting them outside our front door now. So I thought I would show you what I do with the innards of my pumpkin. So I have carved mine already, like I've just taken out the insides, and I've also sectioned out my pips and my kind of insides of the pumpkin, just to make this video a lot kind of more simple. Everyone knows how to kind of take the insides out of a pumpkin. Actually, I'm going to show you what I have used. I bought this really cool device from Amazon, and it comes with, it's like a pumpkin carving set. I think it was about £8. I bought it last year. This is the scooper outerer, then you get lots of different sort of knives and things like that to help you carve the perfect pumpkin. So what you're going to need for this recipe is a pumpkin, an onion, some garlic. I'm using 4 cloves today. You're also going to need a pepper. This is just going to add a little bit of sweetness to your pumpkin soup. And you need 200 ml of vegetable stock. So the first thing that I've done is I've preheated my oven to 220 degrees. And like I said, I have separated out the pumpkin seeds. These are so good for you, so you definitely don't want to get rid of those. What you want to do instead is roast them so they're nice and crispy, and they're going to be a little soup topper, but they also can be stashed away in your cupboard as a little snack for whenever you're feeling a little bit peckish. So what I'm going to do is just go in with a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of olive oil, and then just toss them all together. Let that salt and the olive oil just really get into all the pips. I have put them down on parchment paper just to make sure they don't get stuck to the bottom of my pan, but you don't have to use this at all. Completely up to you. It also means one less thing to wash up. What I do with my parchment paper actually is I make my own bread quite often, and this is just left over from that. So I try and reuse whenever I can. Right, those are nicely coated, so I'm going to pop them into the oven for about 10 minutes. Just keep an eye on them because you definitely don't want to burn them. It's nice when they're a little bit like extra toasted because it gives the soup another little depth to its flavour. Right, onto the soup recipe. So I always like to cook my soup in a pan like this. This is a Le Creuset pot, but you can get ones very similar and just as good quality from any of your local supermarkets. This one I think was about £120, so it is an investment, but like I said, at the supermarkets there, I think they're about £20–25, and they really are brilliant. This was a birthday present for me. So you want to get your onion, and you just want to dice it up. You don't have to like dice it small or anything like that, because with a soup, it's totally up to you. I'm going to blitz it, so I'm going to cut my onions like this. But if you want to have a chunky soup, then if I were you, I would dice these quite finely. Stick your onions in, do the same with your garlic. Like I said, I've got 4 cloves here, so I'm just going to dice them up like that. Pop a little bit of olive oil in there. And first things first, we're just going to saute this off. While your onions are sauteing, I'm going to cut up my pepper. So like I said, again, I'm just going to roughly chop this because I'm just going to blitz everything down at the end. So I just want to remove the pips and then just cut everything up into little chunks. This is optional. If you want to add this pepper, you can add a carrot if you prefer, but this I find, especially the orange pepper, is just really lovely and sweet, and it just adds another little kind of flavour into your soup. Once all your contents are in your pot, you then want to turn it right down to simmer, pop the lid on and just leave it, stirring it every kind of like 7 to 10 minutes, I would say. So everything in my pot looks really nice and tender now, so I'm going to go in with my handheld blender, blitz it all up together, and then I'm going to serve it. So your soup's all blitzed up and ready, and it smells absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to dish it up now, and I'm going to show you how I top my soup. You definitely want to add a little bit of salt and pepper, but because I'm doing this for the kids, I don't add it into the whole mixture. So I just kind of put salt and pepper on to suit everyone's taste. You want to get a little bit of half and half. You can, this is actually like half and half. You can have cream, you can do soft cheese, completely up to you. So 1 teaspoon of that, pop it in, give it a little drag around. Get your toasted pumpkin seeds, sprinkle them on. Get some of your homemade bread. I made this morning. It is salt and rosemary bread, and it smells and it tastes delicious. And stick it into the side of your soup. How good does that look? And it's ready to eat. That is absolutely delicious. Those seeds make it